Hey, what's up everybody? Luis here from Leal Insurance Services, and today I want to talk about something that most homeowners overlook, but really shouldn't. High value personal items. I'm talking things like jewelry, watches, collectibles, artwork, heirlooms, and even specialty items that you've built up over time. Here's the reality that most people don't realize. Your standard home insurance policy does not automatically offer full protection for each of those items. In fact, most policies have specific limits, especially when it comes to things like theft. For example, your policy may cap jewelry theft coverage at a few $1,000s, even if you own a ring, a watch, or a collection that's significantly worth more. So what happens if something gets stolen and it wasn't specifically scheduled on your policy? You could be left with a huge gap between what you owned and what actually gets reimbursed. And that's not a fun conversation to have after a loss. At Leal Insurance Services, we feel that insurance should feel clear and proactive, not reactive after something goes wrong. That's why we ask all our clients, what do you own that would truly hurt to lose? Because policies are designed with general limits, but your life, your property, that's personal. Scheduling high-value items on your policy simply means listing the individual item with an agreed value. When an item is scheduled on the policy, coverage is typically broader, deductibles may be reduced or waived entirely, and protection often includes accidental loss, not just theft. That's a big upgrade from the basic limitations on standard home insurance policies. Let's say, for example, you purchased a watch that 5 years ago cost you $5,000. Today, it might be worth $8,000, maybe more. If that value hasn't been reviewed or scheduled, your coverage may reflect outdated limits, or worse, policy sublimits that don't match reality. Insurance should grow with your life, not stay frozen in time. Another important piece, values should be reviewed periodically. Collection grows, jewelry gets upgraded, heirlooms get passed down, but if your policy isn't updated, your coverage may quietly fall behind your property value. As a San Antonio-based insurance agency with deep roots, we've seen how frustrating coverage assumptions don't actually match policy language. Our goal is simple: no surprises, no gaps, no confusion when it matters most. So, if you own anything of significant personal or financial value, isn't it worth taking 10 minutes of your time to ensure that those items are properly insured on your home insurance policy? It's one of the simplest ways to strengthen your protection without overcomplicating coverage. Reliable coverage, clear guidance, real support. That's the Leal Insurance Services way. Visit lealinsurance.com or reach out to our team, and we'll help you review your coverage to make sure what matters most is properly protected. Because the right coverage just isn't about having insurance. It's about having the right policy for the life you've built.